So over the past few days, I've made a few videos going over the origins of the Mousy skin and how she became infected, along with the true identity of the memory skin in Piggy. And well, today for you guys, I have a video going over Doggy and Poley, the police partners. Now, a lot of people don't actually know the backstory behind these two characters. I'm going to be telling it to you guys in this video, and I do want to say it is actually quite shocking, and it is actually quite sad, and it does, in fact, involve Mousy. Now, you guys are probably like, what? How do you know all of this information? What do you mean they involve Mousy? Poley and Doggy? No, Mousy? What in the world's going on, KreekCraft? Please tell us. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and let's hop into this. Real quick, as always, I do want to say congrats to these guys on screen for winning our Roblox code giveaway from yesterday. And of course, if you would like to win a Roblox code, all you got to do is be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment down below with your Roblox name, Discord name, Twitter name, or some way for me to contact you, and I'll pick a winner in tomorrow's video. So go ahead and subscribe, and let's go ahead and let's hop into this. So real quick, I do want to go over the Poley skin and what exactly it is, because a lot of people watching this video, they may not actually know what it is or even have it, because for the people that don't know, Poley skin was only available for a limited time. It was part of a crossover event with the Jailbreak game. I'm sure you guys know or have heard of that Roblox game. And in order to get the Poley skin, you actually had to complete a secret separate puzzle inside of Piggy Chapter 10, the mall. You had to go into the bank vault, and when you got into the bank vault, if you survived the lasers and all that, you would actually unlock the Poley skin for free. Now, if you didn't play Piggy during that time period, or if you just recently started playing Piggy, maybe you're just now discovering the channel, well, you can't get the skin anymore. Unfortunately, it was only available for that short period of time. And there's been a lot of mystery around the skin, like who exactly is Poley? What exactly kind of animal is Poley? A lot of people have actually said that he is a panda bear, which is actually not true. I thought he was, one at first, because there is actually a panda in Peppa Pig that looks very similar to Poley, but he's not actually a panda bear. He's actually a polar bear, which I guess makes sense because Poley, polar bear, it kind of lines up. Anyway, other than the fact that Poley was apparently hiding inside of the mall vault where he was infected, and that's where we unlocked the skin, we don't really know much about him and his connection to Doggy, because if you guys don't know, him and Doggy are actually hinted at being police partners. At the end of chapter 12, there's actually a photograph that pops up on the screen, and it shows Doggy and Poley together, as policemen. Now, keep in mind, us, the player, we are also a policeman as well, but simply because we're not in this photo, I'm going to assume that Doggy and Poley are partners, and then we kind of just, maybe we're new to the force. We just started working on our own or something like that. The other interesting thing is that Doggy is actually a very, very popular character among the Piggy community. I'm sure a lot of you guys really like Doggy, and we actually don't really know that much about Doggy. Minitoon's going to be fixing that in a future update. He's going to be adding in more cutscenes that go over the backstory for Doggy, but in the meantime, I'm going to tell you guys all you need to know. So let's go ahead and get started with the story. So the story of Doggy and Poley, obviously they're police partners. They've been working together for a while. They're friends, and all of this takes place on the start of the, I guess you can call it the Piggy apocalypse, the Piggy infection, the virus, whatever you want to call it. It's a normal day in the police station. You, the player, you go there, someone tells you, hey man, there's this pig, he's a kid, his name is George, and he's went missing. He's been missing for a few days. Maybe you could stop by his house and see what's going on. And then that's when chapter 1 starts. That's when you, the player, gets bonked in the head, and that's when the whole Piggy storyline kicks off. Now keep in mind, this is before the Piggy apocalypse started, so nobody knows exactly what's going on. Nobody knows anything about the monsters or the infection, so everybody thinks it's just a normal day. And well, what happens is Doggy and Poley, well, they get a phone call. The police station gets a phone call. Some crazy dude is at the mall, crazy person, and well, they're attacking people. And they don't really think anything of it at first. If you've ever been to a mall, there's tons of crazy people. Crazy people and malls kind of just go hand in hand. Like, you can't go to a mall without finding a crazy person somewhere or another. So since Doggy and Poley are policemen, they're partners, the police station decides to send them, like, hey, go to the mall, see what's going on, maybe arrest some dudes, handle the situation. So what I believe happens is Doggy and Poley, they get in their police cruiser, they get in their car, their red car apparently, because apparently Doggy has a red car, but we're not going to talk about that. It's maybe they're secret detectives, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Doggy and Poley, they arrive at the mall, and well, they actually see Mousy. They see Mousy starting to get attacked by another infected piggy. Now, they don't know that, the piggy's infected yet. They just think some crazy guy is attacking a mouse. So like, hey, cut it out. Poley goes to arrest him, to detain him, put some handcuffs on him. And of course, this is actually when Poley gets infected, all right? So obviously, Mandy the mouse is infected. She's going crazy now. There's crazy pigs everywhere, attacking everybody. The guy he's arresting is going crazy. He's infected. And while Poley is arresting this guy that's going crazy, he actually gets attacked from behind by Mousy. Now, I don't actually have any evidence of him specifically getting attacked. I'm just imagining that this is how it goes, and it'll make sense all in a minute. Just give me 1 second to explain. So Poley starts getting attacked. Mousy's infected by this point. Robbie, the security robot, is getting activated, and everything's starting to go down at the mall. And while Doggy, obviously, he can't really do much because there's tons of infected people, and what's one guy gonna do against a mall full of infected piggies? So he needs backup. So during this whole altercation, Pulley and Doggy, they get separated. There's like a wave or a crowd of infected piggies in between the two, so Doggy decides to go back to his car in order to call for backup. During this time, Pulley, obviously he's already been attacked, so he's already infected, but you know, to avoid getting attacked more, he retreats inside of the bank vault. He just goes there for cover. He's gonna sit it out and wait for Doggy to get back with more police. Now, of course, when Doggy gets back to the car, he phones for backup, but obviously at this point, everyone in the police station is gone. They're already infected, and so Doggy has no choice but to go back to the police station to see what's going on and to get help. And this is actually when he comes into contact with us, the player. So we arrive at the police station around the same time as Doggy does. Doggy sees that everybody's gone crazy, and he announces over the radio, yo, there's like monsters, like what is going on? And then that's when us, the player, hops in the car and takes off with Doggy, because everyone in the police station is already infected. Now, obviously, at the same time this is going on, Pulley he's hiding in the vault. That's where we find him. That's where we get the infected skin, and obviously that's where he turns. He locks himself in the vault to avoid getting attacked, but little does he know, he's already infected, and that's when he turns into the infected piggy. Now, this is kind of where I believe the cutscenes are going to come into play, because honestly, we don't really know much about what happened between when we went from the police station to chapter 3 to chapter 4. Like think about it. We went from a police station in a suburban area to a city, all the way into a forest. What I believe happened, though, is the reason why we actually went from the police station, which was in a suburban area, to actually inside of some sort of city in chapter 3 with the art galleries. I believe they were going back to the mall in order to try and rescue Pulley. Obviously, they got cornered. They couldn't, because the city was infested by piggies, so they had to retreat into the forest, and that's why Doggy never went to help Pulley. Simply because he couldn't. They just couldn't get back to the mall because the infected piggies were just everywhere. The world had ended, and it was like, that's it, dude. Of course, all of this is mainly a theory. There is some evidence to back this up, like the photograph and Doggy and Pulley obviously knowing each other. I think this would be a great way for them to integrate it into the story, though. I think it makes sense, and I think it'd be kind of cool backstory for the two characters. It'd give some backstory to them both. Of course, let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comment section below. Do you like this story? Do you not like this story? And hopefully Minitoon adds in some cutscenes further explaining all of this in the future. As always, if you guys have not yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's the red button underneath the video. It is free, and that way you'll be notified of all future videos. So like this one, which you obviously enjoy because you're still watching, so you love it. Thank you very much. Hit that like button, and of course, keep using star code RealCreek because it allows me to just keep buying all these Roblox codes for you guys, like literally thousands of dollars worth of Roblox codes. So thank you very much for using star code RealCreek. Keep using it, man. Keep using it, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.
We